Welcome to Blood in the Snow Radio, where we give you the latest news and interviews with the best in Canadian genre cinema. Here are your hosts, Robert Bellamy and Festival Director Kelly Michael Stewart.
And we're back with Bits Radio at Blood in the Snow 2023. If I could get you guys to introduce yourselves.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm Corinne Fergusen. I'm co-founder and CEO of NYX Media Corporation. We have 2 television channels that we have launched. One is in the United Kingdom, and we've launched in Canada here in May of 2023.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, we're super excited to share our news with you guys.
Excellent. And David.
I'm David Bond. I'm Chief Creative Officer. And this is NYX.
And a co-founder. Yeah.
Excellent. So what brought on NYX TV?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. Frankly, the love of horror. Honestly, genuinely, right at our roots, we are fans of horror. We love horror. We were sitting down. There's a third partner of ours that is not with us here today, Chris Wright. And we were all sitting down and kind of commiserating about how, finding great horror films and what we love to watch. And it's all over the place, right? There's not really one place where we can watch. And especially, those we call them the warm horror blanket films where you just want to, nestle in and let the shows rip and stuff. And we thought, God, this is hard. It seems difficult. Why isn't there one place? And then we kind of all looked at each other and went, well, why don't we create one place?
Excellent. So you screen like movies or shorts or...
You want to take that one?
Sure. We screen about 70 features a month. We do some television, and we're starting to move into shorts.
Oh, really?
But we're using shorts more as filler between our features.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But at least that's a good niche because so many great shorts show up at festivals like Blood in the Snow, and then they disappear.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
So that is excellent.
We are creators of content ourselves. David, much more deeper in the roots of the horror genre and film creation. I've dipped my toes in the water, so to speak. I tend to try to stay. David tells me to stay in my lane. I'm on the business side of things mostly, but I like to play every now and then on the creative side. And David and I produced my first horror movie, which was Extremity back in 2018, 17, 18?
17.
I can't keep track of time. So yeah, we are creators ourselves, and we love to showcase, up and coming talent, emerging talent. And when I like to always help people understand when we say emerging talent, it doesn't necessarily mean like age, per se, like young. It can be people that have been, in trying to be in the industry for quite a few years and just maybe haven't kind of broken out yet, and they're looking for their start, and that's, at our roots, that's what we love to support as well too. So we got lots of the cult classics, lots of the great stuff you want to see, and we want to showcase some new talent as well.
Excellent. Maybe we can dig just a little bit into David's background. You said you've been dabbling more than one toe into this water.
So
he's all in.
Yeah, I've been in the horror business for about 30 years now. And I started at Fangoria in the old days. I worked at its sister publication, Gore Zone. I've done pretty much every job you can think about in the horror business, everything from film festivals, the PR to you name it, distribution. And then every once in a while, what's even worse than just working on NYX, I kind of try to keep a schedule of making 2 to 3 movies a year.
Movies?
Yes.
That's no small achievement.
No, it's not. Especially since Wasara, which is my current film out there, is the #2 horror film in the world.
See, how do you balance that kind of schedule? Because just 3 movies alone would chew up 2 years, let alone a year. But now you have NYX on top of that.
Mm-hmm. I don't sleep.
Glutton for punishment.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, exactly.
So where do people find NYX? Like, is this going to be
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for asking. So right now in Canada, we have launched on one platform. It's called Distro TV, and you can find Distro on Roku, on Amazon Fire Sticks, on
ISO, pretty much any kind of platform you can name. Distro is on there.
Yeah.
Click on Distro and then search for NYX.
Search for NYX. So
And that's NYX.
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 And I would also recommend check out our channel's website, which is nyxtv.ca, and you can get lots of great information about all of our schedules, what's playing, what our favorites are coming up, and how to watch us.
Excellent. So now we come to the question, NYX. Why the name?
Well, thank you for asking, because I know everybody's like, NYX, like, what's going on there? And because I'm one of the founders, and I have a passion for the female spirit and energy and stuff, of course, I really wanted the company to have that sort of female persona. And NYX is the goddess of the night and all things protector of the night. And we like to think of ourselves as the protectors of and promoters of the night of the horror genre.
And when you go to watch horror, it's usually at night.
Right?
That's a brilliant name.
Thank you. Thank you. We struggled with it. There's days I even go, I don't know if I love it. We do recognize it doesn't immediately jump out as, oh, that's horror, right? And so, we're playing in that space a bit. But as a corporate entity and a corporate name, I love it. I think we're going to have to look at what we want to brand our channels with going forward, just so we can really kind of stand out in the space. It's getting competitive. Lots of fast channels, especially out there, the free ad-supported streaming channels. And so we definitely want something that's going to, really identify right away, like, oh, yeah, okay, that's horror. I gotta watch it.
I do agree. Yeah, NYX doesn't scream horror, but it's catchy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when I saw it on the schedule, it's like NYX TV.
Yeah.
It's like that's cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to know more just because of the name.
Well, and honestly, this was more coincidental for us, is that a lot of television networks have 3 initials, right? ABC, NBC,
Oh my
CBS.
god, yeah, that is true too.
So we were all of a sudden like, oh, that's why everybody just goes NYX, and it's like, oh, okay.
No, it's NYX.
It's NYX, yep.
Now, being on Roku, is this a subscription service?
No passwords, no subscriptions required. We like to say, just turn us on and leave us on. We make our money, which means we can program even more fantastic content coming up when you watch the ads. Now, you don't have to physically sit there and watch the ad, but let it play. Don't channel surf. We'd love it if you just... And the other unique thing about us, I'm not sure David loves this as much as I do, maybe, but you'll see who's more on the lighter side of horror versus a little more of the hardcore stuff too. But we actually program daytime horror content. And we also get that strange look when we say, you can leave us on 24/7 in the daytime. Grandma comes in, the 8-year-old comes in. They're not going to be traumatized.
That's cool.
So we have things like Hilarious House of Frightenstein. So we have the whole series, so you can start back in, the late 60s and watch Vincent Price and Billy Van and,
Wolfman Jack and
Mitch Markowitz is super hippie.
Yeah. No.
So we offer that. When you look at our UK operation, we have cartoons. We will be bringing cartoons into the Canadian audience, but
just couldn't get the rights.
We just couldn't get
for
the
them
rights at this point. And
but
it really is, as we progress as a channel, it's really about getting those rights so that we are an experience where you can just turn us on and you can enjoy the experience. We're not just putting content for the sake of content. Our curation is very, very hard. We'll get like a list of titles from a distributor and they'll say, oh, we've got 500 horror titles. And when we're all said and done, we've taken 5. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because, just like today's market, just anybody can make a film.
Right.
And just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Exactly.
So,
but on that regard, there's some amazing talent out there, and there is the next generation voices that need a platform to really explore their voices and to get to that level where, 5 years from now, we're saying, oh, wow, are they going to A24? Are they going to Blumhouse? Are we looking at the beginning of
to
a
NYX?
Yeah, precisely.
We want to be there. We want to be there.
well, see, that's like you were saying, with today's technology, we're probably seeing more people with talent than we ever would have in the film era.
Right.
Because it's so expensive.
Yes.
Now your cell phone shoots in 8K, so off you go.
Precisely. And we can start seeing diversity of people telling their stories. We're not just seeing an amalgamation of the U.S. cultural engine, or where we're just making zombies, or we're just making this and we're making that. We get to really explore people's voices and how they perceive archetypes. And I think that's a really exciting place to be.
And you did bring up one other thing, because I always hear it all the time. People are going, well, how come you can see that on Netflix in the States, but we can't here?
Right.
And that is all about regional rights.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Is that a difficult thing to overcome,
Especially
in the streaming market?
Yeah, it is, because I'll go to one distributor and it's, oh, I got that film. And then I'll go back to Canada for that same film, and it's like, yeah, no, you're never getting that film. That film is locked down by one of the huge platforms, and you're never getting it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is difficult, and especially because again we're starting out. We're we're a small independent. We're not backed by big billions of dollars.
Netflix might walk in and might budge him a little,
right? But so we have to try to compete, and that's where. It really did also work out again, where we did see that there's the gap in the market for those great cult classics of horror that are really they're scattered, they're all over the place. We're bringing them all together, and it works out budget friendly for us right now too. We're going to grow into to be a dominant player in the market, and we look forward to being able to offer licensing and broadcasting agreements to creators like that are here today. We've been meeting with some fantastic people and some great ideas and concepts at play, and we're excited by what we see, and we can't wait till we can actually offer some licensing and be part of their financing structure.
When you do look like your curation, is it strictly through distributors, or do people come to you personally and say, here's a film?
It's a little bit of both. Now that we're starting to see some of some of the bigger filmmakers being able to get back their films and that, we're starting, like in the UK and part of Canada, we're going to be doing some of Simon Rumley's films. He has just gotten a lot of his rights back, so now we can now start putting those films out, and he can explore it with some of his shorts, with some of his features, and he can really put it in the voice that he wanted before he ended up selling it to, whatever distributor.
Okay. Yeah. Well, because I'm just thinking, you go to these film festivals, and I personally have a film festival myself back home. Mm-hmm. There are some amazing films that come in, but they're just owned by the director or the producer.
Yeah.
The
These are people that can approach you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
We have no problem. We have open submission. We have no problem sitting down and looking at something that we've never ever heard of. And we feel, because we are filmmakers, that, and we've gone through that process of understanding how little your film really is once it starts on a platform, we will hope within the next year that the filmmakers that come on board, we're willing to show you the numbers. We're willing to show you how much you made. And it's not something where we're going to hide under, pages upon pages. It's like, you want to know how many people watched your film? This is how many people watched your film. This is how much ad revenue was made.
So we can share. We really, really do believe those are partnerships. We need the creatives as much as the creatives need us as those, platforms and distribution channels to get their films seen widely by, diverse audience. We need them just as much, and that's what we're about as well too. And we just know from years of working with some distributors on films too, and we're like, don't tell me it just made that much money, because that's like, something's not right here. But we just don't have. You usually don't wield the big enough sword to be able to get into their books and records without spending a lot of money with lawyers and other things too. So we very much believe in that partnership and that transparency, and we look forward to working with the creators on that.
Well, this is another great avenue as opposed to full distribution.
Yeah.
Because a really good friend of mine, he gave me some great advice when you're looking for distribution. He goes, you're going to go in and talk to a guy who's going to have a stack of about 40 DVDs on his desk going, why should I pick your film over these 40?
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Whereas, like you said, streaming, there's nothing physical,
Nope.
You can watch it whenever.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it gets it into the public eye.
We are a little different than watching it whenever, because we are programmed.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I really wanted, that experience. I find that the SVOD experience is a great experience. The only problem is that you get lost too easily. Tubi is a great system with its 7,000 plus films, but you go and you walk into, you type in horror in Tubi, and then it's like, what? And then you spend a half an hour until you end up just watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre again.
We start flipping through things, and it's like, what are we not going to watch today?
Right.
We're going through so many guesses.
Yeah, we've done that way too much just in our own experiences as well. And that's where we were like, sometimes I just like to turn something on because I love it. I want to watch it. I love the genre. I want to watch it. And it's just like, okay, what's on? Like, just, entertain me.
Well, I'm a destination TV guy. I love going every week to a program, keeping up to it. But I'm also like you. Like, I'll be doing something like folding laundry, and they have those films you just love to listen to.
Absolutely.
And boom, you can turn it on. Doesn't matter if it's halfway through or not.
No. Yeah, exactly.
And we offer some of the best cult films. I mean, we offer some of the best stuff came out of Italy. We offer the best stuff that came out of Spain. We even go down into silent films. And, I've always wanted an experience where, if you truly want to understand a true experience. Let's go all the way back to, the Malays in 1896 and let's start the lesson. You know what I mean? I want the experience for the fan, especially with curation, that I want somebody to think they didn't waste their time. They turn on the channel, they haven't wasted their time. It might be not what they think they might want to watch at that moment, but if they give it a chance, I think they will be very pleasantly surprised and they will get a great experience. I mean, last year we were, when Evil Dead Rise came out, we were the only platform in the UK that actually had the Evil Dead.
For free.
Yep.
Oh,
You
wow.
watch us for free.
Yeah.
Literally, no passwords, no subscriptions. I do
no.
have to repeat that usually multiple times to
Yeah.
people because they're so used to the
Yeah.
Netflix model.
Yeah.
They're so
Exactly.
used to the SVOD model in that respect. And no, that was something that was very important to us too, is that we did want to be accessible to anybody that loves the genre, no matter what your economic situation is. And literally, you can download the Distro TV app on your phone, on your devices, and
Watch it on
search
your
NYX.
smart television, and
You can watch it from our website.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally just watch it. No
Excellent.
no
Yeah.
barriers. No
Yeah.
barriers.
So,
and like I said, go to the fridge, get some snacks when the ads are on. They're only 3-minute blocks. They're not overly complicated, and then come back and have a fun night.
and it's just like TV.
Yeah,
It's just like TV.
Yes.
yeah,
Which is NYX TV.
It
Yep.
is.
NYXTV.ca.
Yep.
And then if you go in your Roku box to Distro, and you'll find it
Distro
there.
TV.
Distro TV.
Distro
Yeah.
TV.
Excellent.
Yeah, you can also find it on every platform app, Google Play. You just type Distro TV in any platform you have. You will find the app, and then just type NYX. Then just look for NYX on there, and you will have a fun experience.
Excellent. Thank you both for coming and sharing this. This is amazing. And
Thank you.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Join us next time for Blood in the Snow Radio. Bits Radio is a production of Three Evil Cats Productions in association with the Blood in the Snow Canadian Film Festival. For more information and to listen to other episodes, visit bloodinthesnow.ca and tweet us at BitsFilmFest. Music by Jen Gorman, produced and edited by Kelly Michael Stewart.